What's going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What I have for you today in this video is actually showing you guys the home screen on the PlayStation 4 I have right here. So without further ado, let's get started. And we're going to follow the directions by pressing the PlayStation button on the controller, which is basically this button right here. So I'm just going to push it. Now please note, all I can do in this video is show you guys what the user interface looks like what the UI looks like, because unfortunately, in order to use some of the functions, some just like the internet browser or show you guys the PlayStation Store, I have to have a PSN account. But the thing is, I tried to make a PSN account right now. I have to be 18 or older in order to not require a parent or a legal guardian, which kind of stinks. So all I can do is just show you guys what the user interface looked like. The only reason why Sony did that is they want to ensure that children are getting content that is appropriate for their age. So if you're like under 17 or something, they want to make sure that you're not trying to get rated M for mature content. But I don't know, even like kids underage still play those games, so oh well. But anyway, all I can do is show you guys what it looks like. So let's start it with over here. So as you can see, you got like separate tiles for different things, such as like what's new, the playroom. Now this is actually an application of a game that the owner of this PS4 bought, and I happen to already put the game in. I didn't play it. I just wanted to see like what happens, you know, when you put the game in. Obviously it's going to start it, of course, but is there any sort of menus that you have to go through? No, all it does is it just installs the game onto your hard drive, but you can't play without the disc in there. So as you can see, I don't have the disc in there right now, so if I push X, no disc inserted. And you have the internet browser right here. So these are like little tiles just for the main features. So I'm assuming that all your games will be right here, and the more games you have, then the more tiles you're gonna have on your home screen. So as you can see, the user interface, looks like the XMB menu that you are more familiar with on the PSP, the PlayStation Portable, as well as the previous PlayStation, the PlayStation 3, except that it's more cleaner, I would have to say. Because I remember the XMB menu, let's say if I were to go to settings, then you would have a list of features that would be right there in your face, whereas on the PS4 you had to push X, and then you got all your options right here. So users guide, PSN, notifications, parental controls, and all that. And to me, this is actually a much cleaner user interface. Yeah, because with all the settings or the options you have listed right there, once you go onto a section, it just seems kind of a mess. It's not that bad, but I just think this is a lot cleaner. And as you can see, you have the PlayStation Store right here, notifications, you get the PSN account, friends, messages, party, profile, which you can do more information about your profile, trophies, settings, and then you got power, which this is like gonna power off your system. So let's take a look at the settings a little bit. So you got a user's guide, and these are like pretty much all the options you have right here, as well as like PS Vita connection, in case if you wanted to use the remote play feature for your PS Vita to communicate with your PS4. And then like on the controller, you hold down the PlayStation button, you have like a couple different more options. So you got adjust devices, which is pretty much like you know, the volume, and you can do volume control for headphones or output the headphones, or you can like just shut off your device. Speaker for the DualShock, because the DualShock controller actually has a speaker itself, so you can control the speaker on that. You can log out of the PlayStation 4. As you saw at the beginning of this video, there was actually 2 accounts. One of them I had them censored because it showed my relative's personal info on there. You can enter standby mode, which just puts your PlayStation 4 in standby mode. That way, the next time you turn it on, it'll consume less power and like prepares to get it used, like get it working. Whereas if you wanted to like not put it on standby mode, all you have to do is just like completely shut it down. It's like the PSP. You hold the switch all the way up to the top and hold it there for a few seconds, then it'll completely shut off. And you just like flip the switch once right away and quickly, then it puts it on standby mode. And of course you can turn off your console right here. And this UI, in terms of just the settings, it reminds me of one of the old Xbox 360 dashboards, because the options used to be set up like this. I think the newest dashboard is actually set up like this too. This is just Sony's own way of doing things. And on the PS4 controller, there's a button called Options, so you push that. Or actually, I don't think you do that right now. I think I meant the share button. You have like a few different options right here. So you got like upload video clip, because you can actually record gameplays while you are playing your game, and then you can like upload a screenshot if you have any. And of course, options, so you can do share settings or view guide. And I remember with the PS3 and the PSP, normally you will push the triangle button to get to those kind of settings. Let me see if I can get it up here again. So you can see this kind of menu right here on the right side. I remember with the PS3 and the PSP, you would have to push the triangle button in order to get those extra options. Whereas on the PS4, now that you got the PS4, you got a dedicated options button on the controller, which I think is really nice, because some people actually didn't know that's how you get to the extra options you have on the PS3 and the PSP. Like one of my friends, like we play with each other on the PSP, and he was like, "How are you able to copy a file from your PSP if I don't have that file option?" I say, "You do. You push the triangle button." Oh, okay, that makes sense. And then now what I'm gonna do is put in a game. And the game, the relative bot is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I'm gonna put in the game so you guys can see like how it'll operate. Which of course is just gonna play the game. So as you can see, the disc is reading, and then you can push X to start the game. I'm not gonna do any gameplay right now because I don't want to like get penalized for copyright content. But all I wanted to do is show you guys how the PS4 can operate when you're playing your game. And what I'm gonna show you right now is very similar to the PSP, and also similar to the PS3. I never owned a PS3, but I've owned a PSP before. So you got Assassin's Creed, so you pretty much just go through your game and all that, but you push the PlayStation button on your controller, you can see that you are back into the main screen of your PS4, and you can go back into the game to go back to where you left off, or you can push the PlayStation button to go back to the home screen, and push the PlayStation button again to get back to where you were. Push it again, you get back into your game. And if you want to like completely stop the game from running in the background, you just click on the options, which shows at the bottom right there. As you can see, you hit options, and you can hit close application, remove disk, or delete the application off of your PS4. And this does take up space on your hard drive. So far, like this only took up 21 gigabytes on the standard hard drive of this PS4, which is 500 gigabytes. You can update the histories, health and safety, and you get some more information about it. And all I'm going to do is hit close the application so it'll stop running in the background. Yes, hit OK, and then there you go. That's how you stop the game from running in the background. And then all you have to do is just eject the game by touching the eject sensor on the PS4. Or you can hit the options button on the controller and hit remove disk. And as you can see, oh, you probably can't see it, but maybe you heard it, the game is out of the PS4, and I didn't even have to touch the eject sensor in order to eject the game. So overall, what do I think about the user interface? I'm not doing a full review right now, but I will say I do like the look of the user interface on the PS4. I think it looks very slick, looks very modern, and looks more realistic as you see the wallpaper moving around in the background. I think that is a live wallpaper. I remember that from the PS3 and the PSP. That had a very cool effect on it. So that's all I had for you guys in this video today. What do you guys think about the new user interface for the PS4 compared to the PS3? Did you like the user interface on the PS4 better, or did you like the user interface on the PS3 and the PSP better? Or you want to go very old school, you can say in the comments down below, well, the user interface looks very nice, but I like the user interface for the PS2 better. As well as the PS1, and go ahead and explain why, and explain it logically if you can. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and stay tuned for more PS4 coverage.